Hello, my name is Emery Rogers. Today I have the opportunity, the privilege, if you will, to give a gift to the world, a gift to all of human life. This will be simply the most important thing that I have done in my entire life, and it will be the most important video you have ever seen up to this point in your life. Because of this video, we will initiate the process of changing the human condition and bringing about an ecotopia, an age of cooperation, an age without war, an age without rule, and an age without money. Over the next 45 years, under the current course in which our industrialists are going, we will automate the entire industrial base, bringing an end to labor. The drawback of this is if it's done under the current formula, then it will create a disparage between the majority of the world and the very wealthy, so much to the point that at some point the very wealthy will no longer have anyone to sell their goods to, and then they will become poor as well, and our society will sink into a feudalistic state and ultimately destroy all the benefits and progresses in which the human race has worked so hard over so many thousands of years in order to achieve. This could be averted. With this video, with us today, we are going to set the course right. We can do this, embracing those same technologies, the same advancements, the same wisdoms that the world now knows. All over the world, there are people with solutions. Not a few, not a handful, not even thousands, but millions and millions of people all over the world with ideas on how to make it a better world. In fact, in order to make it a better world, it is going to take 7 billion people, because only in that mannerism can we actually help each and every person, because in order to help a person, you must be present within their life, and no one of us, no even large group of us, can be present in all lives all over the planet. So we truly need all lives all over the planet in order to be each other's salvation, each other's escorts into a new age of enlightenment, a new age of consciousness. Now, how are we going to do this, you might ask? We're going to do it by giving up money, literally. By giving up any monetary trade program anywhere in the world. We are going to make life on Earth a free thing that was guaranteed us by natural law. Those things that founded the American Constitution, the Karl Marx Communist Manifesto, socialism, Christianity, Judaism, Islam, Buddhism, Hinduism, all embrace certain basic, fundamental, natural rights. Basically, to describe what those rights are, you just simply have to understand that you were born on a planet. You cannot be evicted from that planet. You cannot leave that planet. Yet we have, through the use of money, extorted is the right word, permission to stay on a planet. Okay. When you have a certain right to be somewhere, you have the right to the resources necessary to stay alive, food and medicine and knowledge. And it's really hard to regulate knowledge, okay, because you get knowledge everywhere you go, not just in schools. But there's a process to this solution. First, we have to get rid of money at the beginning of it. I'm not the first person to say this. I won't be the last. I share company with people like Siddhartha, Jesus, Mohammed, Abraham, Moses. All of them forsaked wealth. Socrates. All of them stood for the same things: love, compassion, community, and unity on a global solution. We can do this together, but you might ask, what has stopped us? Well, it's taken us many thousands of years to get to the point where a broadcast like this can even be made. In order for us to do this as a human race, we must do it as a human race together, all of us. No one of us can do it our own self. There's not enough altruistic people to do it alone. The suffering that the person that does it alone will experience is grandiose. What they'll observe in the abject poverty in which they've lived in. We know these examples because of people like Gandhi, because of people like Sister Teresa, Mother Teresa, as well as other people, Martin Luther King, who have paid with their lives to stand up just for this basic fundamental idea that we can cooperate, that we can live together, that we find unity not by being alike, but by accepting each other's differences, because those differences are their talents. Those differences are what make us a complete package, as opposed to just one piece in a whole puzzle. This is not an affront to your religion, to your political beliefs. This is a question, a gift. What can we, the human race, do for the human race? We can bring about peace and harmony on this earth. Now, in order to have that accomplished, a few things need to occur. One, the whole world has to know. We have to do this collectively. There is no other way. It will never happen through the actions of a government or a big business. It has to happen by the actions of the human race collectively as a whole together. It's the only pathway. We need to stop using money together. We need to agree to build this civilization that we seek, this ecotopia, this peace on earth, this heaven on earth, this nirvana, so many other words from so many other belief systems, this perfect socialized democracy. We are demanding of our leaders that they make their jobs obsolete. We are asking of the workers of the world to do the same. We need the food, we need the resources to still make it to the shelves in your local grocery store, and the energies that you need for your car to drive down the street. For now, as we collectively build a civilization where those things are no longer necessary, where our energies are the result of our advanced technologies that will take us into an environmentally sound, planet-saving mannerism. But first, we need to get rid of money. And we need the armies to lay down their weapons and go home. We need to disassimilate our borders and our separations, the things that keep us distant. And some people have said to me, money is the root of all evil. No, it's not. Separation is the root of all evil. Money is just the biggest separator. It separates husband from wife, parent from child, lover from lover, sibling from sibling. It comes right into our households and makes us divided. It conquers us. The conspiracy theorists I know always are worried about divide and conquer. But don't they see that we are participants in dividing and conquering ourselves each and every day that we keep money, separation, conflict alive on our planet? The human race can enter into a new age. It's up to the human race. So we need to rethink how we do our education systems. I will make the suggestion that we stop calling it education. Start calling it knowledge sharing. Because knowledge sharing extends beyond the classroom. It extends beyond school. It should be something that you do every day of your life. In fact, if you don't learn something new every day of your life, you might question, why are we alive at all? We need to rethink our prison industrial complex. Now, if we do away with money, then materialism and ownership isn't necessarily done away with, but the supplies for a surviving civilization will become within everyone's grasp. So I suggest that all nonviolent criminals immediately be let go. All drug offenders, things like that. I also suggest that thieves are pardoned. Now, that may be hard for some of you to understand, but let's remember, everything is going to become free inside of our stores, inside of our industries. Of course, you will remain the owner of the contents of your life, and people should not be taking what belongs to each other, but go to Sears, take it off the shelf, take it home. It's yours. Please, we need you to get up and go to work. We need you to help keep the things on the shelves. But we need to change the way we get everything to the shelves. We will use robotics, nanotechnology. We have cars that could park themselves. We could certainly have a car that can drive itself to the store, and a forklift that can unload it, and a machine that can put it on a shelf. If you don't believe me, look at your grocery stores and department stores right now. Look around and tell me how many things you know are on those shelves that are not being manufactured by a robotic type device. And the answer is virtually zero. Almost all of it already is. But we can make work obsolete. We can make health concerns obsolete. We can make life and its struggle, rent, room, board, and food obsolete. We can let some of the smartest minds in the world go home tomorrow. All we have to do is do away with money. About 30% of our population works moving money about, whether it's cashiers or bankers, stockbrokers. Most of our political systems are set up to regulate goods and services, to control resources. Let's stop that. Do away with money. You do away with corruption. You do away with greed. You do away with selfishness, almost without exception. I'm not saying that this will be a solution to your marital or relationship problems, but you'll never argue about the mortgage or rent or food or health care ever again. And how many problems will that solve in your relationship? If not most, certainly many.